Hey, how's it going everyone? Hope everyone's doing well today. Just going to be moving on with the sciences, I think, today. Try and get blue science up and running if we can. We've got military and red, and actually they've changed the names of red and green science, automation and logistics. So we've got everything but blue, so we'll continue doing research and try and get a few more science packs unlocked. I might actually set up some defences as well. I'm not sure if we can stay unprotected for too long here as we start producing more and more pollution. So if we quick look at the map, my screen is not aligned for some reason. One second. That's better. We are producing a bit of pollution, so I think what I'll try and do is actually get to laser turrets pretty quickly. So I usually like to use laser turrets to defend the factory. I think we've got pretty much all the raw resources we need to do that, actually. We just need to research laser turrets. We have modules. Let's have a look, see if we can find laser turrets. Shooting speed, lasers. batteries we'll need to do, and then we'll do laser turrets. So I suppose we should probably try and boost our red and green signs. There's quite a few red and green signs we want to do at the moment. It's interesting that we've got military science set up, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much military science I'm actually going to want to do. Yeah, we've got a basic oil setup done. Currently just stockpiling light and heavy oil. There's actually changes in this version of the game. There's more uses for heavy oil, I believe. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure there was a recipe that's changed to include heavy oil. Oh, this one here. Actually, no, it's light oil. The blue science. It's actually, that's not that difficult. Yeah, I think we can actually do that one really easy. I suppose we can get blue science set up while we're trying to do research. I think what I'll do first though is actually we'll try and boost red and green science just a little bit, just to move through some of these early research a little bit quicker. And then we'll get the blue science set up. It's probably going to be a little while before I'm going to do any actual blue science research. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing is getting power armor set up, at least modular armor. I think that's still the same as it used to be. Let's have a look. Modular. I've actually got that on the research queue already. I've actually got red and green backed up, so I guess what we'll do is just add more labs in. What do we need for those? For now, I need to come up with a bigger science solution than this. What the? Oh, that's all right. Green's there. Now that I've actually got all the belts up and running, I could probably use the same solution that I'd used for my version 16 base actually for the science. We'll just go for a really basic sort of just linear setup to start off with here though. Yeah. Well, I guess we're waiting for that science to happen. Let's have a look at blue science. I think it's going to be pretty easy to do. Actually, we didn't really finish red science. It's more or less installed though. We can go through and actually make modifications to that as we need to. Automobilism. Looks like we've already done a little bit of research on that. So blue science, I suppose. Then we'll. Oh, should I do batteries first? We need to actually research the batteries. That should happen pretty quickly, actually. So yeah, we'll just we'll get the blue science set up. I think it's going to be that tricky. And I've actually left space there for a second green belt. 2, then we're going to have 4 copper, 4 iron, coal, steel and stone. Okay, so engines, instead of 1 to 1, I wonder. 24 for 2, 10, so probably like this. And then chemical plants. Yeah, I think once I get laser turrets online, I'll probably set up a defensive wall around the base. I'd set it up with the gun turrets, but I don't really want to be supplying gun turrets with bullets all the time. And we will use lights. That's actually super quick. How much? We only need one. 3 advanced circuits, 2 engines. Actually, it's 2 engines, so it's actually 1-to-1, more or less. This is 24, and engines is 10. So that's close enough to 1-to-1 that we can do that. And this is probably going to be just one of these for all of them, I would say. 1, 24, these 2, yeah. So we'd have to get to, I think, 12 of these before we'd have to add another chemical plant for solid fuel. So that's it, basically. And also, obviously, we need the components for that, steel and pipes. Actually, no, gears and pipes. Cliff explosives. That's probably the other thing we need to do. Explosives. Coal, sulfur, petroleum gas. Okay, so there's a few steps involved in that, but probably need to do that because we're getting close to the cliffs here at the bottom of the bus. Okay, so they just need iron. That's pretty easy to do. Let's move. I can remember all this. Let's move all this up. What else do we need iron for in this recipe? Nothing else. Yeah, I'm going to try and get modular armor online pretty soon so we can get the night vision, just to make sure it's not quite so dark. Like this, and then blue science. We also need to get, I suppose we can have the input for the solid fuel red circuits on, actually what's the most that we need? Advanced circuits we'll put on its own belt, and then we'll put solid fuel and engines in the, actually we don't need to, it's just the 2 ingredients, so we'll put red circuits and solid fuel in the one belt. And probably move... I need this belt to actually run across the whole of that. Something like that should do. And then we'll put, I suppose, a chemical plant here. Again, it's only just a single chemical plant I think that we need. That's pretty much it. And then an output for the blue signs. We might set up inserter production as well, although I think I've got basic inserters being stockpiled. No, that's... Nope. You need to make that, which means we need to actually pipe the light oil down as well, which is fine. Did they slightly change the graphic for oil refineries? Not oil refineries, they're chemical plants. Looks like it's slightly taller than it used to be. So yeah, light oil in, that's easy enough. We need to leave space for the output for the blue signs though. I wonder if Fasten's longhand insert is going to be enough for this. We can always add in a second one, I suppose. We shall see. We shall see if that's enough. The other thing we'll research at some point is the next level of electrical energy distribution, so we can get the substations. I think this is pretty much ready to go. We'll set everything up with slow belts initially, then we'll switch them over to fast belts as we need to. Interesting, they didn't change the icon. They should probably do that now, I think. The icon for the medium electric bowls. It's still the old icon. Doesn't match up with the new look. What am I missing? Red circuits on this. Actually, I think I set up for fast belt production. Yeah. Maybe we should switch over to fast belts. Hey Zeke. Might as well. We've got them getting made. Looks like we've got iron to spare as well. I think they've actually increased the capacity of fast belts as well. I should probably set up split production as well. What do we need for that? Green circuits, that's pretty straightforward. And then we'll just load a single side of this. Is that right? It needs to be the other side of this, so we need to load. How do we do that? Actually, I just realized there's steel missing from this as well. Actually, we've almost finished laser research. We'll get this finished, then we'll do laser turret production. We haven't had any serious attacks so far. Yeah, why not? Let's do it like that, I suppose. It's a little bit wonky, but it works. The laser is finished. What next? They haven't buffed solar power at all, have they? Nope. Still only 60 kilowatts for that. What's the next science we can unlock? Production or utility? What gets us what? That gets us power armor 2. This gets us... I don't know if there's anything we really want there. Covarics. probably go for the utility one next. What's the ingredients? Processing units. Flying robot frames, low density structures. Although it would be nice to get electrical furnaces online. We also need to get blue signs plugged in before we can do that as well. So we'll work through some of these cheap things. Just get rid of all these red and greens. What do we need to get splitters set up here? We need the belts, but I think we might set up a separate thing of belt production for that. We do this. And then bring green belts in to go. Gears, that. That needs green and iron. Green and gears, so we could go that, and that needs iron, so we could do a split here. And then we need to get green circuits in as well. Can I place that there? I can. And it goes to there as well. It might be worthwhile getting stack inserters at this point. Some of these processors could probably use it. And that needs to go into there as well. Excellent. And then what do we need for fast inserters? Green circuits and iron. I'd probably set up a separate thing for that, I think. Do a separate little inserter factory. Okay, let's finish off blue science. What do we need? We have engines done. We're just waiting on red circuits. And light oil. I might actually clear up this left side of the bus at some point, put the oil on the left side of the bus. Get rid of some of these odds and ends. We might actually wait until we get logistics online, then we'll get rid of some of these things over on the left side of the bus. But for now, let's just pipe out light oil. I've got pipes getting made, to believe. And put on the other side. Is that not right? Oh, that's in there. I don't think a single insert is going to be enough. Or maybe this isn't producing fast enough. We'll see what happens. Well, the insert is keeping up with the chemical plant at least. Looks like all the science assemblers are working, so it looks like one's going to be enough. The true test will be, does it start backing up? Looks like it is. Okay, and then we'll just join this up to the military science belt. And also, we need to start getting sciences circuited up so we don't produce too much science. Okay. Ooh, red's out. Interesting. We can fix that pretty easily, just upgrade these to the tier 2 ones. We're having issues with power. It's still good for now. Military science coming in. So yeah, let's actually get the belt for military science connected up again. And then we'll actually get the circuits going just to control the production of science. Where do we connect this up? Yeah, we need to actually probably redesign science at some point. It's a little bit small at the moment. What do we set this to? That needs to be reed belts. No, it's not reading. Read on hold. That's it. And then we can set those inserters on the military science to only output when it doesn't detect any military science. Military science equals 0. And we'll do the same for blue science. I don't think we need to do it for red and green because they're pretty close to the labs. You can see the solid fuels backed up there. Actually, we can do lasers now, can't we? Can we? No, we can't. I thought we did that. Do we actually have to do lasers as a research? Laser turrets we do. Okay, we'll put that in the queue up next. We've got the military science queued up. Do we have walls stockpiled somewhere? I suppose we've got them as a part of military science. I could probably just grab some from there. Here. I don't know if we're making that many. I suppose if we're not doing military science, we might as well stockpile walls. Yeah, so let's go. Filter inserter. And I probably want a lot of them, so we'll say a full row of walls. And next up is going to be laser turrets. So we need to get batteries online, which is going to be sulfur. Iron, copper, sulfur, petroleum and water. And also cliff explosives is the other thing we needed to do. Grenades, we're getting military science. Can we get this set up near military science so we don't have to get a separate thing of grenade production? Has it always been grenades for explosives? Must have been. Barrels. We need to get steel in as well. I might set up a separate thing for that. Although, it's almost worthwhile. I need to use a chemical plant to make the explosives. I don't know if I actually want to set up a thing to make cliff explosives. It's not something we're going to be using a lot of. Red's still a little bit low. We're having resource issues there. Oh, it's a loading speed issue. Okay. Yeah, stack inserters probably a good idea at this point. We'll try and make do with fast inserters, I suppose. Okay, and we're doing laser turrets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a source of water nearby. I'm going to set the I'm going to set the cliff explosive production up here just temporarily. We'll stockpile probably a few of them, and then we'll pull it out. I don't think we want to keep permanent production for the cliff explosives. So we want that. Oh wow, that's kind of convoluted, isn't it? We need sulfur as well. And coal, which is down here. Sulfur. I suppose. Hang on. That recipe's wrong. Or am I hallucinating? Oh no, it's cliff explosives, okay. Explosives just takes coal, and then cliff explosives takes grenades. Interesting, so it's like doubling up. And also an empty barrel, so we need to get steel from somewhere. I might just manually supply that. As I said, it's not something that I need a lot of. A cliff explosive's not made in a chemical plant? Must be made in an assembly machine. Yeah. Explosives and sulfur. Which one needs water as well? Is there any water nearby? Not really, that's the nearest water. Super annoying. Over there. I suppose we'll pipe it in. Don't have much choice. That needs water as well, and that needs petroleum, so we'll actually move that up to there. And then we'll try and find a water connection somewhere. Let's go across here, I suppose. Again, this is temporary. I'll just get a, probably maybe a chest full of cliff explosives, then we'll remove it until we get logistics chests researched. Then we'll just set up a little logistics factory to make explosives instead. How's that power going? I have to upgrade that soon pretty well as well. I think we've got a little bit further to go on the power. Yeah, actually we've got quite a long way to go there before we've maxed out that setup. What do we need? Offshore pump. Joined up, yeah. And load starts are done. What next? I suppose we'll go back to just the basic red and green research. I think we should probably be able to get yellow signs done today as well. Either yellow or purple signs. Whatever they're called, utility and production I think they're called. Good, and then coal. Okay, that's explosives. Into that, grenades, and then steel. So what we'll do, well, I'll just basically make a bunch of barrels somewhere, I think. Where is steel? I suppose we could probably just belt the steel in. We'll try and get a chest full of cliff explosives, I suppose. So let's go right here. Yeah, if we get a bunch of cliff explosives that way, I don't need to worry about it for a little while. But I don't think we need that many cliff explosives. Let's also dump off these slow belts. Yeah, it's not particularly quick either, so let that run. I mean, cliff explosives are pretty effective. They take out quite a big chunk of cliffs. Yeah, so we don't need that many to be honest, but we'll just let that run in the background. This is just these cliffs down here at the bottom of the bus that I want to clear out, primarily. If there are any cliffs where I'm going to put in the defensive wall, I'll probably just leave the cliffs in. Advanced rail signals, I don't think I need to see that tutorial. And blue science is stalled for some reason. Oh, because it's backed up. Excellent. What is the next science pack we want to go? I think it was production science was the next one that I wanted to do. Which we need advanced material processing for. And then we'll do that. Yeah, we might even get both utility and production science done today. At least installed. Oh my goodness, look at copper. Iron's going okay. I might have a short break and we'll come back. We'll probably work on some of these resources a little bit. Yeah, copper could definitely use a bit of a boost. We might be able to fix that while we're here, actually. Oh, there's nothing there anymore. These are actually out? They are. It's not the biggest patch of copper in the world, is it, this one? Okay, I'll leave now. I'll have a short break here. We'll have to actually, I might let this run the... actually, we'll pause the game. I'm not willing to just let it run in the background. I'm worried I might get attacked by aliens. But yeah, we'll come back and we'll start looking at those higher tier sciences, I think. And we're back. Copper is fixed more or less. Might need to boost smelting a little bit, I suppose. Our other option is actually to upgrade to steel furnaces, which I think we can make now. Steel stone bricks. We'd probably include that with military science. Again, we're not doing a lot of military science research. So we could probably actually add some extra processes to military science, although it looks like we are actually utilizing a lot of these bricks at the moment. How many walls do we have backed up? We'll keep on going with walls. So military science is not that important. If explosives going fine. Maybe we'll set up a separate thing to make steel furnaces. I could probably just steal stone bricks, I suppose. Our other option is to actually swap these over for steel furnaces, which is probably a good idea. But it's one of the processes that we need to actually get the resources to make steel furnaces. Let's do that. And also upgrade these guys. Look, I've got... What do I do there? Oh, that's going straight into there. That's walls. Okay. So we actually do have stone bricks backed up. What I'd need to do to get steel furnaces... I'll probably just pick them up and make them manually, I think. I don't think we'll actually set up a factory to make steel furnaces. Actually, there's probably not a huge reason to actually upgrade to steel furnaces. Although, I suppose if we upgrade to steel to fast belts, that's probably when we need to upgrade to steel furnaces as well. Alright, let's have a look at what sciences we have coming up. It was actually... And we need to get advanced material processing before we can get to the next science. So let's have a look at the red and green science. We'll get all those researchers done as quick as possible. Again, it looks like it's just a matter of just adding in more labs. We'd probably actually do lab research speed, which will give us a slight boost there. Let's do that. Get rid of that one there. Put these ones back in. Yeah, we're definitely backing up on the other science packs, so we could probably put in more labs here. I might actually jump over to that other map and get a blueprint. I don't think I wonder what happens if I try and load a version 16 map in this. Let's have a little bit of think about redesign on the labs here. So we need to get... Let's grab some more belts. We need to get 3 belts. We need to get 4 belts of, ultimately 4 belts of science into the labs. Yeah, which is basically 2 belts on either side. And the pass through in the middle. So the one way you can do it is you can just have multiple rows of labs, then you have to get 4 belts of items in. I think you can pretty much do that using belt weaving, I think. 4 belts in. Oh no, you can't because there's not enough room. There's only 3 spaces on the front of the labs. So you need to use both sides of the labs to get all the items in. Which sort of rules out the pass-through option. So what I was doing on the other map was I was having multiple rows. Let's get rid of these low-tier assembly machines as well. I had basically multiple rows of assembly machines, and then the belts getting split up between them. Make some extra labs. I think we'll probably change the orientation of this. Actually, always pull the inserters out first. Question is beacon or unbeacon. I think we'll go unbeacon to start off with, and we'll do just a basic belt weave like this. Actually the other way around. Actually using splitters would be better. I'm not a fan of the way these little buttons work. You actually have to click in the position where you want it to go. Interesting. I'd prefer it if you just click it and it just switched over to right, and then if you click the checkbox and then it goes back to the middle. I don't get this thing. Like, either get rid of this checkbox and just have this be the control that you can slide side to side or leave in the middle, or get rid of this sliding thing and just have a checkbox. And then I don't get the middle position for this. Doesn't make any sense. Because you have to pick a priority if you're going to activate it. many labs do we have? So we could actually alternate. Actually, I don't think we will though. It's going to be a little bit... is there another way we can set this up, I wonder? I was thinking of just basically duplicating this further down as well. It does actually add a lot of extra belts into the processor, doesn't it? So we don't really need to do this underground belt trick. What we could do, if we're not going to be using beacons, we could just run belts straight through and then share some of the belts between. Oops. Have labs here and just share those middle belts. Perhaps. I kind of want to do pass through though. I like the if you're not using beacons, I kind of like just having the labs in just a giant big block like this, and then just using inserters to pass the science packs through. It's a little bit tricky to do with just the 7 science packs you end up having. There's really no way to get that many science packs into this many. As I was saying before, there's only 3 positions. That's 6, so yeah, you need 1 extra position to get the final science pack in. I guess what we'll do is we'll do the 2-sided option. So we'll go like this. We don't actually need the back one to start off with though, so they'll just sit there for now. How many labs do we have left? Just 1, that's fine. So we'll go for however many that is. That's what, 8, 24 labs. And we'll also go, we will actually use this method, so we can use fast inserters. So what you can do is use filter inserters, and then you have filter inserters in the middle to pass the science pack between the labs. Eventually, when we get logistics online, we'll switch this over to a logistics setup, I think. So we need to pass through red, green, military, and blue. And that should massively speed up the science. Yeah, then the rest of the science packs go on these belts, and then we just have filter inserters passing items back through the other way. Solar energy. What else do we need to research? Probably not going to really use solar energy, I don't think. Do we have that science unlocked now? Nope. I thought we did advanced material processing. Did we not? Huh. I thought we did. Okay. Actually put in a 4th row of labs here. I don't know if we need to. How quickly are we going through research? 250. Maybe we will add in an extra row of labs. While we're waiting for this science to happen, what we'll do is we'll actually start manufacturing laser turrets. So we've got some proper defences. do we need for laser turrets? Batteries, sulfur. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. Actually, it's sulfuric acid. Should still be relatively easy, I think. Nice thing is now, no mixing of fluids, so I can't really mess this up too badly. Okay, that's right, and then we need iron for that. I only need a really small amount of production for this to start off with. And I suppose we'll go through and get rid of some of these cliffs as well. Excellent. Sulfur out, and then batteries. Actually, batteries need iron as well, don't they? Actually, do they? Is it iron or copper? Iron and copper, and sulfur. So I guess we'll actually mix these belts here. Batteries. Yeah, we'll just make a super duper small laser turret factory to start off with here. Don't need anything too fancy. Oops, nope, it's just for this one here. Yes, no? Not so far, what's wrong there? Petroleum gas. It is disconnected somewhere. Or it has run out, probably has run out somewhere. Although it's probably the tanks are probably full. So we probably need to get advanced oil processing online as well. So we can start doing some cracking. And in the meantime, we'll just stuff the rest of it in tanks, I suppose. No, it's not the tanks. Okay, interesting. Oh, maybe I've disconnected the oil somewhere. I've probably disconnected the power to the oil, is what's happened. Yeah. Yes? Yes. What are we doing? Laser turrets. Still no sulfur. Probably all the petroleum gas is getting used up before it gets down here, maybe? I guess. There's no petroleum gas coming down this way. There's a little bit coming through, not very much though. It's still joined up. Oh, power is an issue. Interesting. Okay, so we need to extend power as well. Yeah, we just need more production. More ore refineries, I suppose. Advanced ore processing is probably going to fix that. We'll need to get water in here as well. Let's find a source of water nearby. Again, which there isn't, so we'll probably use the same source of water again, this one over here. Yeah. Because we've actually got a use for the light oil now, because we need it for the blue science. But I don't think we've got a use for the heavy oil, so I think advanced oil processing gives you the higher output of light and heavy oil, I believe. Yeah. So we definitely want to upgrade to advanced oil processing. It's going to be a long time before we get to... Oh no, here it comes. And steel as well. And circuits, I believe. Yeah. Okay, advanced oil is done. Hopefully we've got enough water coming through in this pipe, and I'll just divert this pipe over to the oil processing. Let's grab some underground pipes to do that. What is the next research that I want to do? That. Let's get a few other ones lined up as well. All the reds and greens we should probably work our way through. Okay. There's a limit to how many you can get queued up there. What is it? 6 you can have queued up. So it'll give us a little bit of a boost in production. Good. Okay, yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more production. Oh, we did actually start producing laser turrets, so that's fine. How many walls do we have backed up down here? Plenty. We probably get a rough calculation of the number that we need as well. I think we'll go for another row. Might actually start building that at some point today as well. Defensive wall. We'll see how many laser turrets we've got back. Oh, actually, we need to start stockpiling laser turrets as well. Which was I didn't get the thing connected up. It might help. Okay. Give me laser turrets. Yeah, why not? We'll say give me lots. It's probably unlikely to actually fill it up. Might be worthwhile to get some stack inserters as well for some of these processes. Actually, might be worthwhile actually getting inserters. Yeah, an actual inserter factory done. We've actually cleared up over this area now, so we can actually start putting some other stuff on the left side. Where can we dump coal? It looks like the stone's running down a little bit there as well. Okay, inserter production. Let's do that quickly. And these take fast, I believe. Gears and greens. And we're getting attacked. Time to put some of these laser turrets to work, I think. We'll grab some walls. I'd basically left my... Oh, destroyed. Crap. I don't have enough laser turrets to do a proper defense here either. Okay. We'll have to probably build some... have to build some replacement pump jacks, I think. Let's grab some walls. I need to get some laser turrets made here. It's not surprising that oil is getting attacked because there's actually some aliens that are nearby, and oil does actually produce quite a bit of pollution. Unfortunately, it's not particularly close by, so it's going to take us a little while to get out there. And it's in the middle of the night. Oh my goodness, I just saw a huge big herd heading into the factory. Looks like they've finished destroying my oil. Now they've come to get my my coal, my iron. They're doing a lot of damage really quickly. Yikes. They were destructive ones. Okay. Where do we want to put the defensive wall in? That's the question. Probably across there. And then down here, I think. Let's get this reconnected. And we'll go get the oil reconnected as well. Actually, we kind of need to get the oil connected to get the laser turrets going. We actually need to expand, or at least shift these mining drills. And we also need to boost our power. So I think we'll go reconnect the oil, set up some defensive walls near the oil, expand iron, and then come back and expand the power. And we're also going to get rid of all these. I suppose actually what we can do is dump the wooden electric poles into the power, rather than just destroying them. Also save us some coal. If we set up one of these, and then chest, input priority from the left. Well, you know, work. Oh, I can't insert directly onto into a splitter. Do we have any wood as well? We do. Oil. So I think we need to actually make a bunch of pump jacks, but I'm pretty sure they all got destroyed. We don't have radar coverage up there, do we? No. I'm pretty sure I saw those pump jacks get destroyed, so let's make a few more. Grab some spare pipes just in case we need them. So yeah, fix the oil, Let's check to see. I'm pretty sure we don't, but we'll check to see if we've got any laser turrets before we head up there. I think I've got regular turrets. We'll probably have to use those for now. So we've got some more laser turrets. Yeah, you can see oil's pretty low at the moment. Got a few laser turrets at least. 7, actually, that's probably going to be enough at least to defend the oil. We've got another oil nearby as well, I think. Yeah, on the other side. It's not very big. And any other ones? Another one down there as well. That's actually a big one. That one might be worthwhile getting that connected up. Oh, damn. I just noticed we're getting attacked. It didn't give me the alert. Where are they? You can get into a little bit of a situation sometimes in the mid-game, this point where you spend all your time fixing alien attacks and you don't have enough time to actually get your defenses built to actually defend against the alien attacks. It can be a bit of a time sink. And then power goes out, which is lack of fuel probably. No, definitely not lack of fuel. Oh, you can't use wooden electric poles anymore. Okay. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. Oh well, so much for wooden electric poles, I suppose. Okay, I need to get the orb back on because I need laser turrets, so we'll do that first. We might get an attack while I'm doing that. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Get rid of some of these clips in the way up as well. Oh, it looks like all the pump jacks are in place. It's just some pipes they decided to take out for some reason. Strange. Actually, there was 1, 2 that they got rid of. Some electric poles, just random stuff. Yeah, pretty easy fix. I'm guessing they came through... Actually, they probably came through from the bottom there. I might actually get some more cliff explosives here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes in the mid-game, you're trying to get defenses up, and then you just continually get attacked. I mean, it's almost worthwhile just disconnecting everything so you stop producing pollution, although it does take a while for the pollution to dissipate. So, and then as you're running around repairing things, they'll destroy other things and you have to go and repair those. And then you need resources to actually build the things to defend against the attacks. And also your movement speed's not the fastest in the early game either, so it takes you a little bit of time to actually respond to any attacks. I actually went for the same thing again, so it tells me time to actually defend this area properly. So temporary defenses it is, I suppose. They seem to love this area. Also upgrading things like to a slightly higher tier. Electric poles provides a little bit of a buffer. Takes them a little bit longer to destroy them. All this damage. Okay, temporary defense for that at least. Chances of us having made any more laser turrets? Probably low. Let's have a look though. Oh, we've got a few more. Probably make some in my inventory, I suppose. What are we missing for these? Batteries, yeah, sulfur. It was actually just the production speed on that, so probably be worthwhile actually expanding the number of batteries that we're making. Now let's actually grab cliff explosives on the way back as well so we can clear out some of those cliffs. Yeah, I think we'll go for production science next. Productivity modules and electric furnaces and rails. Did they change that recipe? I think they did. That's different than it used to be. I think the rails is a new addition. Power is probably still suffering, is it? Yeah. Actually, not too bad at the moment. Oh my god. Look at these little guys go. Actually, these grenades are super effective against these little guys. I guess we'll do defenses in stages. We'll actually pull these out. We'll place these with laser turrets. They seem to be tracking into the power there. Might be worth actually doing some laser turret upgrades as well, in terms of damage and speed. How many do I have left? 8. I'm guessing the attack, judging from I'm guessing the attack came from the left side. Interesting. Not sure the walls. Probably because there was a cliff nearby, maybe, yeah. So let's go for whatever turret density matches up with medium electric poles, I suppose. And we'll just go for 1 thick walls to start off with here. Then what we'll do is, as we see the aliens actually attacking certain positions, then we'll just reinforce those positions. This also means we need to increase our power a little bit as well. Also put in a radar here so we can see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, keep the oil flowing. Let's actually start expanding that power as well. I think we can add in another 4. Actually, no, it's 20, isn't it? So there's actually quite a few more boilers we can fit in there. Let's make some more boilers. And a bunch more steam engines. Oil is backing up nice. We might actually extend our oil processing a little bit just so we get a little bit more petroleum gas. I'll probably go down and extend my battery production for the laser turrets as well, I think. Get this power situation sorted out first though. And it looks like we need to boost our coal. Might actually need to scout out another source of coal here pretty soon. Goodness. Gee, the attacks never stop. Come on, Pipes. You can do it, Pipes. Yeah, go ahead and destroy stuff, I don't care. Whereabouts are they? Oh my goodness, they're really destroying stuff. Oh no, I think they do more damage than they used to. Maybe just my imagination, but they're really chewing through stuff way quicker than they used to. It seems like that anyway. Okay, we need to get some replacement mining drills here. I'm assuming that's where they came from. Yeah, okay. Okay, just minimal coverage for now. We don't even have enough laser turrets just to do minimal coverage. Should be enough, temporarily at least. What are we missing here? Looks like power. We need to get some more electric mining drills. We actually need to expand coal as well. And then we'll finish off the power setup. We might actually forego doing any more science today and just work on doing the defences, I think. What do we need? Electric mining drills. We need to get rid of this coal somewhere. And that stone as well. I've got a lot of ammunition in my inventory, which we'll get rid of as well. And actually we'll keep one spare stack of that. Got some bricks I need to get rid of as well. See if we've got any more laser turrets. A few. Can we expand this simply? I was doing a thing to actually build inserters, but I completely stopped doing that. Okay, that should at least get us a few more laser turrets. Actually, what's the time? Oh yeah, I'll probably have to call it there actually. I didn't get much done today, did I actually? We got blue signs up at least, I suppose. I need to probably work on getting defences. I'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll get a wall across here, down to here. Actually, I'll just block off this entire area. Wall across there, wall down there, and then there, just to block off this entire area. And we'll probably try and enclose that iron as well, so maybe build the wall out to there. And then we'll do a little bit of expansion down there. We'll probably actually build the wall just initially across those gaps, and then we'll expand to include some of these other patches. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll be back tomorrow about the same time. Until then, I will see you guys next time.